Hello students, my name is Mohammed Ajmal. I'm an IIT Madras graduate and I do videos on JEE, NEET and other competitive exams. So this is my second video in my English channel. So here we are going to discuss on how to choose a good coaching institute for JEE and NEET. A lot of people come up with these questions. They usually discuss and just maybe degrade an institution or promote an institution so much and in between we are actually losing a balanced view. So in this video, I'm going to discuss on what are the things that you should consider to choose an institute. If it's better to go for offline or online, what are the pros and cons of each one of those, and there will be results published by each of the institutes and how you should analyze the results and reviews of the people. So do subscribe to this channel to get more insights and videos from me. Okay, that will be beneficial for your educational journey. Okay, so let me begin. So you are not picking a movie. This is the first thing. A lot of people complain that it's strict there, it's the syllabus is heavier here, right? There are no festivals actually celebrated here, right? Here there are a lot of celebrations. So see, these are all celebrations, festivals, all those things, art, sports, everything is required for us. But this is not a criteria to choose a coaching center. Okay, the criteria to choose a coaching center is academics and as well as how you can accommodate like whatever features they have, how you can actually relate it to your routine, your personal preferences, your personal experience. Okay, so I'll come to here. Okay, so it's not like picking a movie. It's like you have to look at the academics, you have to look at the results, and you have to choose what is best for you. Okay, don't go by preference like yeah, it's a lot heavier there. It's heavier everywhere. If you want to win, if you want to crack JEE or NEET, it's actually a little bit difficult. You have to go through some hardships that you have to understand. Now there is a huge debate on offline versus online. What is better for you? Okay, so this is an ongoing debate. This is always debated, but there are always pros and cons, and this again depends on what is suited for your personality. Okay, so when you come to offline, there are certain things you have to look at. Okay, if you're going for an offline coaching, see if they have a hybrid system. That means are they providing some recorded lectures? So in case you miss something or you don't understand something, there is a luxury of going back to the lectures and actually going through lectures or questions so that you can try to understand again, right? So if they have a hybrid system, this is that's a good thing, good add-on to have in an offline mode. Now ensure that they are providing JEE NEET oriented lectures. Then people will be asking, they are actually advertising JEE and JEE NEET, Foundation Olympiads, CUET, all those things. Why shouldn't they provide JEE NEET lectures? Why are you saying this? People will be asking me. My point is that when there is an offline center, there will be a huge spectrum of students, right? With low academic ability to high academic ability. So what usually happens is that when there are students like grading from maybe a C grade to an A+ grade in sitting in a single class, then what happens is that you have to find an average of something, right? They will be taking normally a tuition classes rather than a JEE NEET class. There is a possibility that it will happen. Okay, so ensure that they are actually oriented, their lectures are oriented towards JEE and NEET. And if they are providing study materials, it means that the offline institution is serious, and check the study materials to see whether they have previous year questions from JEE NEET, is it oriented more towards MCQ, etc. And there should be a systematic test series, right, to assess yourself and to compete with others and see where do you stand. Okay, now there should be a proper doubt solving mechanism. When you join an institute, ask them how can I solve my doubts? Is it just asking the teachers in the class, or do you have another system where I can come up with my doubts and you give me the answers? And there should be a mentoring support. So this is a very important part. So what do I mean by mentoring support? It doesn't necessarily, in an offline mode, it doesn't necessarily mean that there will be mentors for students assigned. So it may be like in an institute there is someone that you can always rely on, right? He can motivate you, he can counsel you, he can solve your doubts, he can address your concerns. So in many institutes, there will be a senior teacher or multiple senior teachers or an academic director who can address all those things, right? Such institutes you have to choose. So either it can be a decentralized mentoring system with a lot of mentors for like one mentor per 50 student or 100 student, or there could be someone who we can always rely upon, whether it's parents or students, we can rely on that person to get the right information and the right mentor mental support as well as the academic support for the student. Okay, when you go to online mode, choose something which provide live classes also, or maybe a blended of live and recorded classes, because live classes ensures interactivity and there is a proper doubt solving facility where you can send the doubts based on whatever classes you are seeing and you receive the response. Okay, and this mentorship support is extremely important in online system. If you are given a long recorded sessions or just live session schedule, there is a high chance that you will have backlogs. Okay, so there should be someone to motivate you other than your parents or others. It's better to be self-motivated, but it is good if you have a mentorship support. So in an online institute, it's important to have mentorship support. So choose wisely. Okay, now offline mode, what are the advantages? There is a classroom feeling and interaction which always brings you up to that competition, right? And there are less distractions. So it doesn't mean that there are no distractions, there are less distractions. There is a chance that there are distractions in the offline mode also. People can get into relationships, unnecessary loose talks, etc. But when you compare to an online setup, the distraction is less. When you go to offline mode, there are a lot of disadvantages. The fee could be higher for sure, right? In online, you could maybe half the fee you have to pay, or maybe even 1/4 of the fee. The quality of teachers are actually maybe less in offline. What happened? Why is it so, right? If there is a major center, suppose let's call that institute X. In that X institute, in the major center, there will be good teachers. Now, if they are expanding to 10 centers, obviously the teacher quality will be diluted, because the top teachers in the major center, they cannot go and teach in each of these satellite centers, right? Now when it becomes 100, whatever the institute name may be, how much ever famous it is, definitely there will be dilution of quality. So always look for the quality of teachers, and in offline mode there is a high chance that the quality of teachers will be less, and you have to travel to and fro. That will actually waste some amount of your time. And if there are no recorded classes, if there is no hybrid system, if you miss out some chapters, and it's difficult for you to catch up. Now coming to the online mode, there are advantages. Yeah, it's accessible from anywhere, everywhere, anytime. It's mostly affordable also. Okay, there is a flexibility, and you can always learn from the best. So whichever institute you take in their online setup, their teachers, the best teachers will be there in the online setup, because it's scalable. Okay, not like an offline center. So this is one of the major benefits of having an online coaching. And there are certain disadvantages for sure. The physical interaction is less. You may not feel as much competition as actually there is in NEET or JEE unless you go to an offline setup, right? And there could be some delay in doubt solving, and there's a chance for high distraction. So you should be extremely self-motivated. You should be self-motivated to learn in an online mode. Now looking at results and reviews, this is a controversial section, right? Now you generally see same people in multiple posters. So you have to understand that there are centers which buy people for their ranks. Okay, this is a reality. Okay, whoever tells this is not reality, they know it's not the case, right? There are institutes which buy people for their ranks, right? And so you have to be wary of that. So whenever you see results, there will be same person sitting in many places, right? Now there could be very genuine cases, like for example someone who got a rank, right? Someone who got a rank, he might have studied in many institutes. In one institute he might be in offline classroom preparation, in another institute he might be doing some test series or some distance learning programs, etc., right? If you take my case, I studied in Kerala in an offline setup during my JEE days, but I also studied in some of the major institutes in India. I took their test series, distance learning program, etc. So in their rank list also my name will come. Okay, so that doesn't mean that I went and actually studied there. Okay, but you can always look at, so if they are genuinely putting results, people will specify if it's a classroom program or a distance learning program or a test series. So look for those informations. Okay, so don't get cheated by seeing the results, a lot number, and some people might be highlighting category ranks, etc., right? So all those things you should be wary of. Now you should look at the reviews. So from whom you should take the review? If you go online, you can see n number of reviews, right? There are infinite number of reviews, mostly degrading or over promoting an institute. So what happens is that someone who has not actually studied using the facilities of that institute, they will degrade that institute like anything, right? This is not right, that is not right, this is not a good way to run an institute, etc. Now someone who is like a huge fan, they will over promote the institute. So always, even when you are giving a review, right, you give a balanced view. When you are taking a review also, you take whoever provides a balanced view, right? So this is something that you have to keep in mind. So you have a lot of personal attributes, what fits you, whether it's online or offline, what system in that institute, that particular institute will fit you. If you look at most of the institutes, they are equipped to give you good classes for JEE or NEET or any competitive exams. So what system they do have, and does that system actually suits you, is the question that you want to answer. Now last thing, either decide or keep on discussing. There are a lot of people keeping on discussing like what is the right thing, what is the right thing to do, etc, 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 right? Instead of that, you decide and you trust on yourself, you trust on God on what to do. Okay, you take the decision. Only maybe 80% you are satisfied, but that 20% is okay. Okay, you take the decision and you start your preparation and journey. Okay, so I'm giving my WhatsApp community link in the description. You can always join that, and do subscribe the channel for more updated videos. Okay, so I'll try to provide more and more videos on these topics soon. Okay, so thanks a lot, keep supporting me. Okay, thanks, bye.